Some company of colors sell acrylic preparation and claim that Rapskin glue is hydroscopic glue, which means it's always water soluble. High humidity in the air will reintroduce water into the canvas and causing softness or swelling up of the surface. Over the time, this constant swelling and dry of the film can create a severe paint film crack and lamination. To begin with, it is not true, because if you go in the gallery, you will see a lot of beautiful paintings with a perfect surface. That means that a lot of painters in the past couldn't calibrate a correct proportion with gesso, water and Rapskin glue. They made a mistake, they exaggerate. But some painters made a good canvas and the result was great. In fact, many canvases painted by a master still intact until today. Also, I have to say, Rapskin it's reversible in contact with the warm water, but not with the cold water. And this is a very important to understand, because to stretch already canvas on the stretch bars in a simple way, I need to wet the back of the canvas with the cold water. What do I need to prepare a canvas? I need titanium white, gesso, Rapskin glue, water, double boil and heat it up. But I don't want overboil it, otherwise I will lose its adhesive and quality. Rapskin doesn't last very long in the storage. You can keep a couple of days in the fridge, but I prefer to discard the leftover, because over the time it will lose its adhesive. Rapskin is organic glue sold in granules or in the form of plaques. It's prepared by melting a dry glue with water. A quantity of water should be filled up at the top of the dry glue, and the glue should stay until 3 hours or 4 in water. When the glue is swelling, it means it is ready. What is gesso? Gesso is Italian word for chalk, and it is a calcium carbonate. Gesso of Bologna is a stable form of chalk, and now I'm going to explain you the difference from gesso scagliola. Gesso scagliola is a normal gesso, and in contact with the water becomes harder because its molecules absorb water and change its state. This chemical reaction is irreversible. When the water is incorporated, the gesso is stabilized. Gesso of Bologna has already had this reaction, and in contact with water, its molecular structure does not change. This material is not subject to changes if it is in contact with humidity agents. Finally, calcium carbonate is a salt and is a mineral. In the nature, you can find in the rock or in the marble. I'm going to talk about the first part of preparation. The ratio should be 3 or 4 parts of water and 1 of swelling glue, and then I can heat it up in a double boiler. All quantity are measured in volume, and remember, I don't want to boil it, otherwise I have to discard everything because I will lose its adhesive. Put the pins around the canvas and fix it over the stretch bars, and then you can put 1 coat of water and glue, wait 3 or 4 hours, and then you can put another coat of water and glue. After 2 or 3 layers of glue without gesso, when the canvas will be dry and all the holes of the canvas texture will be completely covered, I will see the surface bright and tight. I can bring my pot with the Rapskin, and now I'm going to add gesso and water. Preparation should be liquid and not semi-liquid. If I realize that my preparation is too fat, is too solid, I have to add just a bit of water. I tell you a secret, more water it's always better than less. Each layers of preparation should spread hot and not cold. So between one layers and another, I need to have a dry canvas. Therefore, I have to wait 4 or 5 hours before to paint on it. One stretch bars like this you can spend around 6 or 7 pounds. I'm going to fix like this. And I check if the bars are orthogonal. Now I'm going to take this. There is a bars in the middle. Empty linen you can buy it in an art store. The texture of the linen should be smooth, not rough. This is my stretch bars, and now I'm going to fix my canvas with the pins. I will put another pins below the other side of the stretch bars. It should be a little bit tension, and I can press a bit. I can stretch the canvas a bit, not too much. And I do the same things for the other side. That's the result. And extend a bit like this, and I fix the pin here. The same thing the other side. We continue to put the pins around the canvas, and I fix the pins on the stretch bars. This is the end, okay? This is a rubbed skin glue. You can buy in granules. This is the rubbed skin glue. So, and I will put another mark here to indicate the volume of the rubbed skin glue. Basically, it's 1 part of dry glue and 2 parts of water. When I talk about parts, talk about in terms of volume. Or you can see the glue absorb the water and swelling up. I have to heat it up in a double boiler. I'm going to put my rubbed skin glue on the first spot. Will be dissolved in the water. I don't want to boil it, because if I boil it, I will ruin the adhesive of the glue. Okay? And now you can see rubbed skin glue, it's completely dissolved in the water. One and 2. And now we have swelling glue and 2 parts of water. I'm going to take the stocking for woman. I will put on the top of the pot, and this is a very important thing. Always, in any step, you have to pass the glue inside of the stocking, even when you have glue plus gesso and white. Some part of the glue didn't dissolve in the water. And that's why it's very important to pass the glue into the stocking. And now I know that my glue is absolutely clean. I will put my glue in one direction. I have to wait. As you can see, I don't care about the corner. I leave the angle free. There is no pins. And now I can wait 3 or 4 hours. When the surface will be completely dry, the second step, I will add another coat of glue. Second layer. I put my brushstroke in opposite direction than before. There is a lot of tension here. I want to reduce the tension and I just remove the pins. When I remove the pins, I can see the glue stuck the canvas at the stretch bars. Then I can detach them and I can put the pins again. After 3 hours, the canvas is dry. The glue goes in through the canvas and close all the holes of the texture. Look the canvas under the light. If you see shining everywhere, it means it's ready. Now is the time to add gesso, titanium white and put the first layer of priming. The quantity of glue that remain on the pot I will continue to use, and I will add gesso and titanium white. But how to find a correct proportion from gesso and titanium white? What I'm going to do, I will use the same measuring and I will discard the rest of the glue. This is a gesso. This is the quantity of gesso and I will put inside here. I turn home. Now I put titanium. Same quantity. Now I'm going to add 2 parts of water. One and 2. I put inside again, and then we have 1 part of glue, 1 part of gesso, 1 part of titanium white, and 2 parts of water. Preparation has to be warm, not cold. Next coat I will put in a different direction. I don't care about corner, I will fix later on. I will check if my preparation was correct and I look on the back of the canvas. If I notice white points, it means that my preparation is wrong. Look, there is no gesso, no white points. And now I will wait 3-4 hours and I will put another coat. Don't put preparation if the canvas is not completely dry. I wait 3-4 hours. You have to check by your eyes. I'm going to heat it up and I don't want to boil it. Okay, now it's warm. Turn off. It's not fat. So after 3 hours or 4 hours, I will put another coat and then we will see. So this is the result of the second coat of priming. Oh, you can see the surface is not completely covered. I'm going to paint another layers of glue and gesso. Remember, the glue, it's warm. When I extend the brush stroke, don't press on canvas, otherwise the hot water can remove the priming that you have put. And finally, the canvas is completely dry and I put 3 layers of priming. I can say it's done. But how you can see, there is a lot of wave on the corner of the canvas. For example, here is not completely stretched and there is a pin everywhere. Now, what I'm going to do, I will use cold water to re-stretch again canvas. I have to remove the pins. So you will notice that the canvas stuck on the stretch bars and I have to take her out because the glue dry on the bottom. This is my canvas. I put cold water behind the canvas and now it is very flexible and soft. I have to wait 10 minutes. When the canvas will be almost dry and not completely dry, I will start to stretch canvas on the stretch bars with my staple gun and canvas player. Which is the best sequence to fix the staples on the side of the stretch bars? First staple has to be here and then do the other side, the bottom and the top. Then I can continue to spread from the center to outside. I leave the corner to fix later on and then I do the other side. Same thing, I spread from the center to outside. And then I can do the corner. I do the same things the top. This is the best way to stretch and fix canvas on the stretch bars. I have this. You can buy in the art shop. My canvas is still wet. Now with the step gun I'm going to fix. Do opposite here, there. I can use a hammer to push inside the staples. I'm going to show you how to fix the angles of the canvas. I bend the angle inside and then I cover it to avoid ruining the border of the canvas. I'm going to turn the edge inward. You can use a sandpaper to smooth the surface of the canvas like this. Or you can see there is a lot of bulges around the corner. For painting, my canvas is almost okay. But I want to imagine that I have a lot of big bulges on the corners. How can I fix this issue? The first thing that I have to do, I have to remove the staples around the corner to put a bit of water behind the canvas, and then it will be almost dry. I will start to restretch again, just a bit, not a lot, like this, like that, okay, and even on the corner I have to remove everything here, here, sorry, here, sorry. And I can put a bit of water behind, just a bit, huh? Remember, cold water, not warm. There is another one here. I want to remove as well the other side. I remove all the staples. Okay. I think it's fine. If you have a big bulges, you can do these things, okay? It's very practical. Don't desperate. Wait 10 minutes and then you can stretch again. Now you have to just wait and the canvas will be okay. Now my canvas is dry, so it's very tight, and even the button as well. Now it's perfect, and you can see behind it's perfect as well. And that's it. Now it's ready to do a painting. But I want to tell you another thing. So many companies said preparation with wrapped skin glue, it's not good because when you roll canvas you will have a crackling, and that is not true. Look, this is my canvas. This is another piece of canvas that I made by myself. Look, I can roll. Look, nothing happened. Look, you can see the surface is perfect. Of course, if you put a lot of gesso, you will have crackling. But the quantity of gesso in relation of water and glue, if it's okay, you will have a perfect surface. You can roll, you can put in the tube, you can bring everywhere. The characteristic of this canvas is to help the artist paint in layers. For example, if you want to start straight away drawing with the colors on this surface, if you made a mistake, it's very easily to erase the drawing, especially when the colors will be dry. You can use a sandpaper, you can remove the drawing. I did some lines with two brushes, one for drawing and one like a putty rubber. And now I'm going to do another lines to show you what can I do with this canvas. For example, I can do one lines here, another lines here. And I can manage the lines. I can do a very subtle lines. And this canvas, it's very adaptable. You can be very precise. This is the quality of the canvas. You can achieve the same detail with a normal canvas. So, all you can see, the lines are very thinner. And if I have to do a portrait, I have to spend a lot of time in this stage. I have to do a huge drawing, and I want to have opportunity to change my lines to do a beautiful drawing. Look, for example, here. I want to do again. So I'm sorry, but you cannot do these things with the commercial canvas. If you try to do the same things with commercial canvas, the dilutant will spread everywhere. on this canvas with a bit of secretive in your medium, you will have a dry surface every new day. I did this drawing 20 minutes ago, and with a simple sandpaper like this, I can remove my drawing. I can do my drawing a bit soft. I can draw again over. If I don't like it, I remove everything. If you make a mistake in drawing, you can correct the drawing with a palette knife instead of redraw again with the colors, with the white. You can just readjust the small detail, and this is very important, especially when you do a portrait. You have to change a little bit detail. You have to move the drawing 2 millimeters up or down. With commercial canvas, believe me, you cannot do these things. Now I want to show you one painting that I did 2 years ago, and it is my self-portrait. I prepared canvas by myself, and I didn't put any varnish. The oil on the surface, it's okay. It's not too much, it's not less. The canvas still very tight. Colors are the same. For this self-portrait, I used to use just 5 colors: Ivory Black, Burnt Umber, Cadmium Red Light, Ochre, and Lead White. As you can see behind, the back, it's perfect. There is no white points, and I turn inward the edge of the canvas. Next video will show you how to prepare a limited palette, because when we do portrait we have to do a lot of things. We have to think about the tones, about the colors, about the drawing, about the transition, about proportion. That's why it's very important to know how to use limited palette to reduce heavy things and issue during the process of the work. And the limited palette is very helpful for everything, but for portrait more than other things. In the next video I'm going to talk about how to use gray. Gray is a special color to create harmony in your paintings. Now I have to say thank you for watching my video, and I will see you next time.